In the daytime, I'm Marinette, just a normal girl with a normal life. But there's something about me that nobody knows yet, because I've got a secret. Welcome in, everyone. I'm SquishableMoon, your shooting star with a ranch addiction, fewer brain cells than the common garden snail, and welcome back to my channel. And also, I hope you enjoyed my voice acting because I really want to get into it. I know that quite a few people said that they enjoy my voice, so I really hope that you liked it. With that being said, as you can tell from the beginning of this video, we are going to be talking about Miraculous, the Tales of Ladybug, and Cat Noir. And boy, do I have a lot to say about this show. I do want to say that while I love this show, I am definitely one of those people that hate it. I love the show to bits, but I do realize that it had some dumb problems in it, as most shows do. But I want you guys to know, no matter what I say, I truly love this show. I think it was really unique and I watch it all of the time still. With that being said, let's talk about Marinette. Who I have so much to say about Marinette. I obviously loved her design at the beginning of the show. I thought she was a really well-designed character. I thought she was really adorable. I love her little clothes. I love that she's a fashion designer. I like that she's a quirky, clumsy girl, that she also sticks up for her friends in a lot of ways. She's like very shy, except when it comes to sticking up for her friends. Then she's very brave, which is also shown in whenever she is Ladybug. She becomes kind of the bravest part of herself, the confident, brave heroine that we've all seen. And I've absolutely loved that about Marinette. Now, I do have to say there is one aspect about Marinette that I've never really liked, and that is the fact that she kind of turned into a love-obsessed stalker. She kind of turned into a love-obsessed stalker, which was a little weird, and especially since her friends didn't really tell her it was wrong. Though we have to remember that these are all young kids. These are like high school or middle schoolers. It hasn't been that long in the timeline of things. And I definitely am not the person who knows the most about Miraculous Ladybug lore. But Marinette, definitely love her. She has a lot of quirks, and I feel like she did have some progression in the show, but not as much as the next character I'm going to talk about, which is of course going to be Chloe Bourgeois. Chloe was really good and progressing as a person. I feel like she had a lot of interesting things about her. And I really liked Chloe because her arc seemed to be going from mean, evil school bully to using her powers for good whenever she was Queen Bee. Which, do not get me started on that. I am so disappointed that they didn't keep Queen Bee as a character and kind of made Chloe backtrack. She, instead of becoming one of Marinette's friends, or at least somewhat of a friend and a good guy, she ended up backtracking and staying a villain because of her half-sister, who became the new Queen Bee, basically, which was really disappointing. Another thing that I like about the show was the LGBTQ representation, similar to the headcanon of Rose and Juleka and Mark and Nathaniel. Now, there is a lot of LGBT representation, I feel like, in the show. It has a lot of things that we could talk about, lots of characters that would be seen as LGBT. And it isn't just with main characters. In the background, we can see loads of LGBT characters. We get tons of gay and other couples that are in the show, which is really amazing because often we have to watch queer-specific media in order to get our gay relationship fix or LGBT representation as well as it's done in the show. Let's be honest, Rose and Juleka are the cutest headcanoning couple there is, and I absolutely love them together. They are so adorable. Goth girl plus hyper pixie girl. Of course I like that. That's adorable. And Mark and Nathaniel being together just makes sense. Another thing I liked about the show was Kagami. Now, I have a headcanon for Kagami that I don't know if other people have ever talked about, but I headcanon Kagami as autistic. Now, I know for some people it'd be like, what do you mean Kagami autistic? She's just that way because she grew up all by herself with her mom and she was strict, which I can see that, but I also feel like Kagami was very much autistic coded, and believe me, I hated Kagami. I thought Kagami was one of the most annoying characters because she was a rival to Marinette, and I really didn't like the rival to Marinette, and I think the show wanted that. I think the show really wanted us to hate Kagami. But after watching it again, I started to really feel for Kagami and saw that she was a really interesting character. And I think she was actually a little bit more interesting than Marinette was, similar to how Adrien is also really interesting. But I really like Kagami now. I think she's a really interesting character, and I kind of wish that I had liked her to begin with, but obviously I feel like the show didn't want us to like her. And I can still see that her personality could have probably come from growing up alone, but I feel like she becomes a lot braver at standing up for herself, especially to her mom, the longer the show goes on. Another thing that I thought was really interesting was the shipping dynamics between Marinette and Adrien. Now, you would think that with just one pair of people, you would only have one ship, which would be Adrianette. It would be Adrien and Marinette, and that's where it would stop. But oh ho ho, you are so wrong. You are so very, 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 very wrong, because the fandom didn't have enough. No, the fandom needed more. It needed more stuff, so they had to create more ships. So we have Marinette and Adrien, and then we have Adrien and Marinette, and then we have Marinette and Cat Noir, and then we have Cat Noir and Ladybug. That's so many ship pairings already. And there's more. Like, you guys are absolutely crazy, and I love it. I love all of the weird ship pairings. I think it's really amazing that you guys can ship one pair of characters endless amounts of time. And don't get me wrong, I've seen some of the other ships in the show, with Marinette being shipped with Luca, and I think Luca was a really good character. I loved Luca. Luca is Julica's twin brother, and I'm almost a little sad that Marinette and Luca don't end up together. But okay, nobody spoil it, because I have not seen season 5. I should have pointed that out, that I have not seen like the last bit of the season. I've been waiting for my boyfriend so I can watch it, so nobody spoil it for me. I will get so upset. No spoils, okay? Another thing that I like is the movie specials. The movie specials were, oh my god, mind-blowing. The newest movie special, it was so good. Like many people, I was a little disappointed that Marinette's voice actress didn't do the singing, because she's really good at singing. I love her voice, but the voices in the show or movie were fine. It was good. I still liked all the music, but I do kind of wish that they had gone with the original voice actress to kind of match the vibe. Something I was also a little disappointed in was Cat Noir or Adrien getting put on the back burner a little bit when it came to Marinette. I know Marinette is the main character and the show is going to revolve around Marinette, obviously, but Adrien was a really interesting character all by himself. He had so much lore going for him about his mom being missing and then his dad being the evil villain. Don't you think he would have been an awesome main character too? Though I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be a main character. But hear me out. I always thought it would be more interesting if there was a little bit more back and forth between Marinette and Adrien, when he was kind of having that dynamic of not trusting Marinette as much, or Ladybug as much, because she had so many secrets with her being the keeper of the Miraculous. We really could have gotten more out of that. I feel like Adrien should have had an arc where maybe he doesn't trust Ladybug, or maybe he thinks about giving up his Miraculous during that time. Like I said, I can't remember everything that happens, but I think that his arc would have been a little bit better if Adrien got more to his character, especially with how interesting he is. He is a very interesting character, and I wish we got more of Adrien.
especially with his dad being the villain. Come on. And his mom is in the basement. He's an awesome character with an awesome backstory. And of course, my favorite couple in the whole entire show are Marinette's parents. Her parents are absolutely adorable. With that being said, in the background I am drawing my character as a Miraculous holder. I couldn't pick which Miraculous I really wanted, so I tried to pick one that I was interested in. It ended up picking two at the end of the day. I picked the ladybug Miraculous, but I chose to make her a yellow beetle instead of a red one because there are red ladybugs, but there's also yellow ladybugs. I'm not sure if they have the same name, but they're very, very similar. And also the bee Miraculous, because my friends like, you should be the bee Miraculous, and I was like, yo, bet, I'll make two then. With that being said, do you guys have a favorite character in Miraculous Ladybug? I would love to know in the comments below. With that being said, I'm SquishableMoon. I hope all your dreams come true. Bye bye.